Hey my loves, it's me, tasting my melanin. Before I get into this video, I want to do a disclaimer. I am not a doctor. Okay, I'm not a doctor, and you can share this video if you choose to, because maybe someone might need to hear this. So let's get into it because I don't want to make it a long video. So of course, some years back, I contracted an STD, sexual transmitted demon. I heard another C-star say it was sexual transmitted demon, so she is correct. Herpes. And of course, I was devastated, hurt, ashamed, and I'm like, I'm just too old for this. Okay? I'm too old for this. Way too old for this. And I do remember years back, I remember when rest in power to Dr. Sebi. I don't never want to say his name wrong, but I remember him helping Lisa Left Eye. Rest in power to that beautiful queen, Lisa Left Eye Lopez. He helped her healed her herpes. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to heal this. Because, I was not going to let this, create my life. When you go to the doctors, they give you these pills and they're like, oh yeah, you got to take these every day. I'm not taking these every day. And you got to take them for the rest of your life. I'm not doing that either. I'm like, are you serious? To me, that's just a Band-Aid. That's just a Band-Aid. You don't heal what you have. So I said, okay. I didn't tell a lot of people. I told like a handful, if that. So, I had just, asked my brother just about Dr. Sebi, because I know he was doing like a lot of, Dr. Sebi, he was doing like a lot of alkalining and a lot of vegan stuff. So I was asking my brother like, okay, how do you alkaline your body? So he, of course, said, hey, go on to Dr. Sebi's, website. And this was when he was, his physical body was still here before he transitioned over. And I started looking on his site and just started like, okay, how, what was all that you can do to alkaline your body, to help heal the situation. Y'all, let me tell y'all. I did not know anything. I was just going into it. I just threw myself into it. Didn't really know anything. Let me tell you, I was taking elderberries and just putting them in my sandwich and crunching them up and chewing them and eat my sandwich like that. I was putting like the elderberries and the sea moss and all that stuff just in my I was putting in my smoothies. I was on everything because I'm determined to do this. And at that time, of course, I was in my awakening. I just started my awakening. And everything just started to go through an alignment, right? So from there, I started, I got in tune for Reiki 1 and 2. So I'm a Reiki healer. Yay. And I started doing Reiki on me and start healing. I was just wanting to heal me and bringing my vibrations up. And then I started just doing meditation and mudras. And then from there, I was like, I love yoga. So I got into yoga and I became a yoga instructor. So everything was just aligning in my purpose. And I just didn't think nothing of it. I was just like, oh, okay. This is like my life change. And that's how I was seeing it. I was like, it's a reason and it's a purpose. So I know, I was like, this is my life change. And I was understanding myself spiritually. And I was going through so many transformations. So I was understanding myself spiritually. And everything was awakening, like everything. From then, I was like canning a lot of herbals, like in between that. And just kind of like staying in my community, like my family, and like was like, hey, I created this, I created that, and I would, I was just alkalining myself. So then my younger sister was just like, hey, you doing all this stuff, why don't you like take courses for herbalists? And I was like, you know what, I thought about that too, but you just now confirmed some things. So I started taking some courses to be a herbalist. I started learning about neurons and adaptogens and learning more about, the root and the flower of plants and herbal healing. And I was loving it. I was just loving because I love to heal myself. So of course that's how I became a herbalist. And I just kept, I just kept doing what was, I knew that was going to be like my life change. So from there, I didn't think nothing about anything. So of course I had like a doctor's appointment. Young sea star, sea stars, we get our little pap smear or whatever. So went to my doctor's appointment, and they did a pap smear. This was like some couple of months ago. This was actually a couple of months ago. And I was like, okay. And so, a couple of days later, they're like, hey, we're calling just to let you know the results of your pap smear. And at that time, I was just like, okay. Because the only thing I was really only concerned was, the herpes. So I was just like, oh, okay. And then, it was negative, 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 negative. And then when she got to herpes, it was negative. And I just froze, literally froze. And I'm just like, okay, thank you. And I hung up and I broke down because I'm like, oh my God, I did it. I did it. I healed myself from herpes. I did it. I did it. And understanding like all the, just everything like work together is a tool. So the alkaline foods is a tool. The herbal, healing is a tool. Yoga was a tool. Reiki, all of that together, and my vibrations, and just lifting my vibrations up and learning to align my body and my energy helped me heal. And to know that I believed that I was going to heal that. If you don't believe that you're going to heal it, you're not going to. Whatever vibration that you send out to the universe is what you get back. So I knew I was going to heal that for myself. And I did it. And you know how when you go around, you're like, why me? Why me? Like, why does this have to happen? Well, I'm like, look, it had to happen so you can heal yourself, so you can heal others, and to let others know that you can do it. You can do it. So if it didn't happen to me, how would I have went on my path as a herbalist? I went through so many different things, so many different steps in my life, so many healings, so much lessons, and so many transformations that got me to this point. And I wanted to tell you guys my testimony to know that I am proof, like I really healed it. It's not there anymore. It's not there. So, yeah. And I just continue to want to just heal people. I love it. I love it. It's my passion. I love it. And to talk about, what I went through on my spiritual journey and everything that I've seen, So I just wanted you guys to know my testimony, to know how I got to here as a herbalist. Because sometimes, people are like, well, how did you get into, herbal medicine or herbal healing? And, you haven't brought out your testimony yet. So this is my testimony. I want to say thank you guys for just tuning in, listening, for the love that I receive and the love that I give out, because it's a even give and take. I love you guys. Keep your vibrations up. Keep healing yourself. And if you have any questions on how did I do it, like, you can always inbox me, and knowing how to center your body and meditation. And I just want to say thank you. I love you. Thank the universe, my beloved and ancestors, all that has my highest good. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you, and y'all take care. Ashe.